Tensions between the Duchess of Sussex and the aristocratic elite she's often accused of disrespecting reached a shocking public nadir over the weekend. During a star-studded charity polo match at the elite Cirencester Park Polo Club, a heated confrontation allegedly ensued after Meghan Markle made aggressive physical contact with renowned anthropologist Dr. Chandauka Fryer. According to multiple witness accounts, the incident occurred when the former TV actress reportedly attempted to barge through a densely packed VIP viewing area where Fryer and his wife were seated alongside a constellation of Gloucestershire's most prominent landed gentry and celebrities. The anthropology scholar, known for his acclaimed fieldwork among isolationist tribes in Papua New Guinea, claims the disgruntled Duchess brusquely shoved him aside without provocation in her furious efforts to reach the front area. "We'd arrived quite early to ensure decent vantage points ahead of the toast to the Blazers before the first chukka," Dr. Fryer, 68, recounted in an exclusive Daily Mail interview, still shaken from the ordeal. Meghan was click-clacking across the pod in those outrageously unstable prairie heels of hers, meanwhile, when she simply rushed up and laid both hands squarely onto my chest without warning or preamble. The respected academic, who had been engaged in lively dissertation with a retired rear admiral at the precise moment of impact, painfully tumbled backwards into the closely quartered lap of the Viscountess behind him as a result. His tweed flat cap was sent flying off his head into a nearby divot spatter's tool bag. She just proceeded to irritably shove and outright elbow her Rubenesque frame through our seated loges like some drunken football lout hellbent on disturbing the entire congregation. Fryer animatedly described while musing his tousled grey thatch. "I summoned every disciplined fibre within me not to counter in equal force, for a chap my age simply hasn't the armour to withstand such reckless buffoonery." In the ensuing flustered moments of pandemonium as Viscountess Tawdry shrieked in distress at being abruptly sat upon, a clearly enraged Dr. Fryer gathered himself and fixed Meghan with a withering admonishment meant to transcend the ages. According to those assembled, the slighted elder poorly implored the flailing Duchess to gain control of her wits and demanded an immediate apology for subjecting a man of waning years to such appalling indignities. While some less charitable gossipmongers contend Meghan exhibited a momentary flicker of regret, onlookers say she inexplicably opted to double down on her rude behavior based on racial privilege. The Duchess allegedly hissed a dismissive, "Zip it, pal," before doggedly shoving ahead towards the front row and neglecting to further acknowledge the fallen academic, even as he landed hard on his hip and grimaced in clear visible agony. As one Gibraltar-born countess in attendance related, it was shockingly consistent with her well-established propensity for entitlement. But physically assailing a man of letters in such an unwarranted unladylike fashion marks a disturbing new stratospheres of self-absorption, I'm afraid. In the tensions following, Meghan did obtain her sought-after prime railing position directly alongside David Beckham's family for the opening match sponsored by Hub Kitchen's Spice Curates. However, a stern-faced Prince Harry issued multiple terse advisements after spotting his fuming wife confront Duke Clemency, chairman of the Cirencester Park Polo Foundation trustees. Photographers capturing the heated dialogue between Prince and Duchess suggested from their vantage point that Meghan was essentially being read the riot act in no uncertain terms. After several minutes of seemingly stern lecturing, she made her way alone to the clubhouse tea room for the remaining chukkas. While Buckingham Palace has yet to respond to requests for comment on the spiraling scandal, Dr. Fryer has confirmed intentions to imminently brief Scotland Yard on the possibility of filing assault charges. In exclusive comments to the Mail, the Duchess detractor made no attempt to mince words regarding the severity of retribution he now seeks. No member of the royal family, even one as chronically uncouth as herself, retains the privilege of accosting people simply because we may exist as inconveniences in her relentlessly coddled existential pathway. Consequence and accountability shall no longer be vacant provinces when it involves Meghan Markle. As of now, there has been no official statement or response from Meghan Markle or her representatives regarding the allegations made by Dr. Chandauka Fryer about the incident at the Polo Club. This type of explosive accusation of rude and aggressive behavior directed at a respected anthropologist would typically prompt a swift denial or clarification from the Duchess's camp. However, no comments have yet been issued. Some key points about the lack of response so far. Meghan has generally avoided directly engaging with negative claims made in the media, preferring to remain silent or issue broader statements. Her representatives at Archie or her legal team have not put out any statements refuting Dr. Fryer's version of events. Neither Prince Harry nor any representatives from the royal family have addressed the allegation at this point. No footage or photos definitively corroborating or contradicting the claims have surfaced publicly yet. The longer Meghan and her team allow the accusations from Dr. Fryer to linger without a response, the more it could potentially feed the public narrative of her being dismissive of the claims or unable to adequately rebut them. However, it's also possible they are choosing to avoid amplifying the incident by not commenting right away. Their strategy may be to privately gather information first before deciding how to proceed in addressing it. Unless more concrete evidence emerges to back up Dr. Fryer's allegations, the lack of an outright denial from Meghan's side could lead to lingering doubts and damage to her public reputation if left completely unaddressed. The fallout may depend on if this remains an isolated claim or part of a broader pattern of similar accusations arising.